type 2 diabetes. It is preventable. The road to preventing type 2 diabetes needs to start with the dietary habits of those who don't already have the disease. If we eat right and exercise daily, type 2 diabetes can be prevented and less money needs to be funneled into medical procedures and prescriptions. If it is stopped early, the cost to prevent it through dietary and habit changes is cheaper than surgery and medication manufacturing. The manufacturing process is expensive, then the purchase price will also go up. Type 2 diabetes is an easily preventable disease, so why is the number of people getting it increasing? A poor diet is one of the biggest problems that causes diabetes, that and little to no exercise. If we help those who are unaware of what diabetes effects are and what they can do to prevent it, the amount of people getting this disease will be greatly decreased. It is simple. Diet and exercise changes are almost all of what is needed to prevent this disease in most people. Calories from sugar should not exceed more than half of your daily discretionary caloric intake. If half or more of your discretionary caloric intake is from sugar, the excess sugar is going to increase the amount of fat in the body. The sugar is not burned off while exercising. It can lead to serious health problems. There are many different ways to help prevent diabetes. One is to watch what drinks we consume on a daily basis. Because drinks are harder to replace with healthier versions than most solid foods are, I'll show that some of the most popular kinds of drinks are not as healthy as they might say, or you might have thought. The top 5 most popular sodas, ranking from more popular to less popular. Coca-Cola. This is a drink that everybody knows and recognizes. It's probably the most iconic soda ever made. There are things in it, like high fructose corn syrup, which comes with a mixed bag of opinions. Some say it is worse than pure cane sugar, and some say it is the same. In every case, they say to limit all excess sugar intake, no matter the type, fructose or glucose. Diet Coca-Cola. This is the diet version of the iconic soda. Is diet soda really good for you? Even though the nutrition facts are very low on everything, even sugar, that does not mean that the ingredients in the soda are good for you. Remember, read the ingredients as well as the nutrition facts section because, just like in this case, if you read just the nutrition label, you may be missing info. You need to make a conscious decision about whether to consume this drink. Pepsi. It has ingredients like high fructose corn syrup, phosphoric acid, sodium citrate, potassium sorbate, aspartame, citric acid, sucralose. It also has 41 grams of sugar, 41 grams of carbohydrates, 14 milligrams of potassium, 30 milligrams of sodium. Mountain Dew is the most unhealthy soda on this list. It has 170 calories, 46 grams of sugar, 46 grams of carbohydrates in one serving. That's 12 ounces. There are 2 ingredients that particularly stand out. They are citric acid and sodium benzoate. Sodium benzoate is not on its own harmful if consumed in small quantities, but research is beginning to show that a combination of sodium benzoate and citric acid combines to form benzene, a known carcinogen and toxin. Sodium benzoate, again, is okay to have in small quantities, but do not eat anything with both sodium benzoate and citric acid. Vitamin C, which is also known as ascorbic acid, because they are effects that are harmful to your body, like the creating of benzene. The top 5 most popular juice types and popular brands for each type of juice. When juices like this have fewer ingredients, that is good, but keep an eye on the ingredients themselves. Just because there are a few ingredients doesn't make it any better for you. For example, there are 29 grams of sugar in a single serving of Treetop juice. Simply orange juice. This orange juice is very pure compared to some of the other juices, but it has very little ingredients, and the extra ingredients are only added supplements, like calcium phosphate, calcium lactate, which are calcium sources, and vitamin D. While the juice is high in sugar, it is very high in vitamins like C and calcium. Cranberry juice, Trader Joe's. It is just cranberries. Nothing else, no sugar, no water, just cranberries. It is so concentrated that the people can't drink it straight. This is as healthy as it gets, and because of that, this should be in everyone's fridge. This drink doesn't seem all too bad and would be a good substitute in place of most of these sodas. This juice contains many of the fruits and has less sugars than most of the other juices on this list. A dull pineapple juice. This seems fairly pure, but it is in fact fruit juice in a can. There's a lot of sugar in it for one serving, which is 52.8 grams of sugar. And there's a lot of carbs, 57.6 grams carbohydrates in this, just for one serving. Just because it is not from concentrate and 100% juice does not mean that it is fresh, as you would expect. What to avoid and look for in drinks. Avoid added sugars, both glucose and fructose. Look and make sure that the healthier ingredients are first on the list on the carton, bottle, or can. Because if the healthier ingredients are at the bottom or end, that means that there's less of them. And that means that there's more of the unhealthy thing in the product. Avoid soft drinks with the ingredients sodium benzoate and citric acid together because it creates benzene, which is a toxin. Look for calorie and sugar count. If you consume more calories than you burn in a day, you will gain fat, a lot of fat. So you need to watch what calories are in the food that you eat and drink. Avoid highly processed juices, especially those with added sweeteners. Remember, if you are unsure about anything, research it. Researching is how you get smarter and learn about the world around you. Thank you for listening to this presentation. If you need more info or want to know about diabetes or anything else mentioned here, please look at the sources I used. They will help give more info that I was not able to include, and will lead you to other sources as well. I hope this made a difference because type 2 diabetes needs to be talked about and become known that the effects are just too bad to say there's nothing I can do or could have done to stop this, because there are things to prevent it from developing. I would like to hear your opinion in the comments. Do you think that this problem should be focused on more, or do you think it's being focused on enough right now?